Welcome everybody, we're Home Based Games, it's Magical Monday, and we're back with some Harry Potter.
Top 8, Match 3.
Yeah, getting exciting here.
Yeah, we're getting close.
As you know, we were away last week. We actually just took the entire week off from streaming. So if you were wondering, you didn't miss us. We just weren't here.
Yep, true.
So every now and then, you just when you stream 3 days a week, every now and then you just need some time off.
Yeah, it happens.
And we had our second COVID shot, so it kind of just knocked us on our butts.
Oh my gosh, did it ever?
Yeah. So but we're good. We're back. We're refreshed.
Ready for Katie Bell versus Draco.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We'll see how it goes. I know Katie had a good showing in her first match, but that was against plants, and she kind of just was like the hard.
She didn't really have a good showing. She just had an ability that stopped the plant deck from winning.
Right. That's a good show. That was just a good match for her.
We'll see now.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna play Katie Bell this time, and I'm gonna play Draco this time.
I know, because you like Draco decks anyway.
I just figured we switch. I didn't play this Draco deck.
I know you let me play it. Yeah, exactly. So we'll switch up. Yeah. Here is our bracket. So you can see we're in the bottom left-hand corner of our top 8. Getting close to the final cut here. We'll get going here.
Yeah, and if you, I'll plug my friends over at Team Covenant. If you don't know, Thursday on their throwback stream on Team Covenant, they're actually going to be live streaming Harry Potter for like 6 hours.
This game, yeah.
Yeah. Harry Potter TCG. So you can just Google Team Covenant. They stream everywhere.
Stream, all over the place,
I think they stream Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. So you can find the stream anywhere. They're pretty cool guys, and I'm sure they'll love to have experienced Harry Potter players in the live chat, so that if they have questions, people can answer them.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna try to watch, so we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited.
You do work though, so you can't be around 24/7.
What?
You do work though, so you can't be like on back.
Yeah, I'll just have the tablet up on my computer, and if I hear my name, I will
turn your attention.
I will turn my attention and answer the question.
Yeah. So Katie is one of the Heir of Slytherin characters, which I think is really cool. Her ability, if there is a match in play, whenever a card, yours or an opponent's, does damage to you, it does 1 less damage. And that is how she totally nerfed the plants deck, because the plants deck dealt 1 damage at a time.
Yeah, it was all 1 damage.
It was all
batches.
iterations of 1 damage.
Yeah, so it was just
so she just shut it down.
Complete shutdown.
Yeah, and everybody knows what Draco does because he's from the original WotC game. He's just all about playing items and getting some free actions.
Yep, and this is this deck is similar, it looks like, to the first Draco deck that won the first Triwizard, but it's not quite the same.
Not quite the same. All right.
I didn't see like the big potions and the like the bullseye potions and all. I didn't see any of that.
All right. What are we rolling for today?
Draco lightning bolts.
Yes, that's fair.
Oh, 2 is that's
2's
good.
Pretty good.
Although one of your lightning bolts was on the Slytherin, so I have a chance. Nope.
Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. All right, so 7. Let's see if we can keep this. Now, I don't know how important it is to have a match in play to do her thing. It's probably less important against you.
If there's a match in play, I don't know if it's important. Definitely not important enough to mulligan.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. So
that's for sure. Like if you're like, oh, I don't have a match, I should. She has. When I played that deck, she had multiple ways to search for matches.
Okay.
So
yeah, it looks like I've got at least.
And honestly, if I remember, this deck was not particularly speedy. So it's not like It's not you're under the pressure.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but we'll
like
try.
If I had a bunch of creatures out or something, it might be
more damaging. Yeah.
More important to buy you time. I feel like your deck is probably going to be the faster deck, and I'm going to be somehow trying to race against what you're trying to do.
That is possible. All right. Well, then I'm going to be good. How about you? You need a mulligan?
No, I'll stick.
Okay. So I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to do the relatively standard double lesson play. Go ahead.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna draw. This deck's got a bunch of very Slytherin cards in it. I have to read some of them.
That's fine.
Okay. But I think a double lesson.
Double lesson play seems fine.
Seems also quite fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll splash those down, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Draw. Let's go with lesson and Quaffle. So this provides a Quidditch resource, and also when you play this card, search your deck. You may take a match from your deck, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So I'll be able to grab a match. What match options do we have? Muddy Practice is one.
Yeah. I think there's...
Winter Match.
Mm-hmm. I think there was 3 match options.
No, just 2. So
Really?
it's Muddy Match or Winter Match.
Interesting.
Muddy Match, either player.
That's the one that just sits in play the whole game because no one wants to solve
discard
it.
5 cards from your hand in order to dissolve it. Yeah. Winter Match. Win, draw 7 cards while this card is in play. Drawing multiple cards at a time counts once. Okay, so okay, so I suppose we'll. Ooh.
What's the reward if you win the winter match?
You may put a card from their discard pile into their hand.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But that one will just guarantee go off because all you have to do is draw 7 cards. So like, Muddy Practice requires you to discard 5 cards from your hand. So that one's the one that's harder to.
Yeah, that card's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that card's not going anywhere. So we're just gonna get this and put that in my hand. Shuffle.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, because you played a lesson.
Lesson Quaffle.
All right, draw.
Yep.
We're gonna play a Magical Me, which is a item.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me a charm lesson, and basically what it does is it allows me to play a certain type of card from my discard pile as if it were in my hand.
Yeah, choose a non-healing spell with printed cost 2 or less in your discard pile. And you
Okay.
if it was you have to discard that in order to do it.
Yep.
But yes.
That seems
Fine.
it's not fine. All right, so we're gonna play that. That's one action. I have 3 lessons now.
Wait, could you even afford that? It costs 3.
Oh, it does cost 3. I can't afford it. I thought it was 2, like all the other books. Nope, I can't afford it. So that'll change. That'll play and change my turn. I'm gonna actually draw. I don't have a lesson.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. Okay,
right.
I'm done.
Fair enough. Draw. Good lord. Okay. Well, go with lesson and play that Muddy Practice.
Okay.
So I basically just turn my ability on
Off
to prevent 1 damage.
Off to a blistering slow start here.
Yeah.
All right. I'll play a lesson. Now I will play that Magical Me.
Yep, you got it.
That'll give me an additional action since it's a item.
Yep.
And we're gonna play Lucius's Cane. So that card's cool.
Yeah, it's a potion card that provides a charms resource, which is awesome. At the end of each of your turns, do 2 damage to your opponent for each action you have used after the second action. So for every bonus action you're getting,
You're dealing 2.
dealing extra damage. That's cool.
I will play this. And that'll be a that'll be my 3rd action, which will trigger this at the end of my turn and deal you 2. But Katie Bell will prevent 1.
Yes. So I take 1 damage.
Yep. And I'm done.
Excuse me. Okay. Draw. Go with Lesson. And Bewitched Snowballs at you.
Okay.
So 3 damage to you. And I draw a card. Done.
Okay. Draw. All right. Let's play a lesson. That was 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Second action, we'll play a Self-Stirring Cauldron.
Sure.
Which will make me discard these 2.
And give you an extra action.
Give me a 3rd action, which will trigger Lucius.
Oh, actually 4, right? Because doesn't that give you an action when you play it?
Yes.
And it's an item?
Yep.
So you have 2 more actions?
Yep, and I'm going to use an action to draw a card. And an additional action to draw a card.
Okay. So you're going to deal me 2 damage off of the cane, but 1 because of Katie.
Correct. And you're up.
That's the 1. All right. Draw. Do some more Bewitched Snowballs. So hit you for 3.
Okay.
And draw a card. And then do Rope Bind. Hit you for 2. And I draw a card.
Okay. Done?
Yes.
Draw. Okay. So use an action to play Lockhart's Hair Care.
Uh-huh. Which
will
gives you an action.
Give me an action. So I still have basically my 2.
I was just trying to use those to keep track of your bonus actions so we could count the damage.
Sure. So that was first action.
Mm-hmm.
Second action, I'm gonna play Snape.
Sure.
And then third action, I'll play Pomfrey.
Okay.
So that's 3 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll trigger Lucius Cane to hit you for
0.
2, and then you'll prevent 1.
Why would it be 2? You only took 1 extra action.
Every time you take an extra action, it deals 2 damage.
Oh, so were we counting that wrong?
No, no, because I'm dealing you 2, and then you prevent 1 with Katie Bell, so you take 1.
But last turn you took 2 extra actions. Is it 2 per extra
Yes.
action?
Yes.
So then we played it wrong.
So you should have had 1 more damage.
2 more.
No, because she prevents 1 every time. So if I deal you 2 packets of 2, you're preventing 1 each time.
Oh, okay.
So just
So I'm just gonna mull 2 cards.
2 cards. That's it. So we forgot 1 because there was 4.
I didn't realize it dealt 2 each time. I thought it was deal 1.
And then I'm done.
Okay. Draw.
Katie Bell might be legit. Discarding the Arthur Weasley was very bad.
Fair enough. So oddly enough, I think I want to solve this because I have a bunch of dead cards in my hand. So if we do 1, 2, 3.
Wait, that's not how that works. So as an action, you can discard a card. As an action, you can discard a card.
No, it says to win, discard 5 cards from your hand, right?
No. It says either player may use an action to discard a card from his or her hand.
Oh.
So that's why this card never gets solved.
Because
So,
you can't just do it. You don't do it.
and you have to, and you're losing actions.
Got it.
So you would,
I just saw
you would have to spend 2 actions, and you could
it.
discard 2.
Got it. So that's horrible.
It would take you 5 actions.
Got it.
2.5 turns to solve it, to deal 10.
All right. Well then.
If you want to do that, I'm okay with it.
Well, I just was gonna ditch a whole bunch of cards in my hand that weren't helpful, and then just play a different match.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
But apparently that's not the plan, so that's fine. Then I guess let's do circling the goalpost, which is new, so it's gonna deal you 3.
Okay.
Then suppose I will just play a break with Banshee to have that in play. And pass.
All right, I'm going to draw.
You can tell I never play Quidditch because I don't know what these things do.
I'll play a Sickle.
Okay.
I do have 7, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
9.
Right, so I'll play a Sickle. And then I will use my second action and destroy this magical me. During your turn, if you during your turn, you may discard this card from play. If you do, choose a non-healing spell, printed power of 2 or less in your discard pile. Play it as if they're in your hand. Okay. And get a spell.
Spell with printed power 2 or less.
Yep. Which I'm going to take an Ollivanders.
Okay.
And Ollivander lets me basically take an item
from your discard pile and put it in your hand.
and put it in my hand.
Okay.
So, and this is the action that's letting me do this. So,
well, is Magical Me in action?
Yeah, so Magical Me says
lets you play it.
During your turn, you may discard this card. If you do, choose a healing spell, play it as if it were in your hand. So,
a non-healing spell.
Yeah,
so it costs 2 actions, right?
No, just 1.
Well, it costs an action to use the book, and then it says you can have.
It's not an action to use the book.
Oh. Okay.
So the book is basically just letting me play this. It's
as
like
an action from your discard pile.
Essentially. So that's 2 actions because I played the Sickle. I used the book.
Well, you have a third because you played a Sickle.
Right. I just haven't done a third action yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get an item back from my discard pile. I think I'm gonna get back one of these unicorn hairs.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play it with my third action.
Yep.
Silver Unicorn Horn. When you play this card, put 2 non-healing cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck in any order. You can use an action to discard this card from play to heal up to 6 cards from your discard pile. So I'm going to take 2 cards and put them back into my deck. Put them on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. So let's take Arthur Weasley. And let's take 1 Ollivanders. Put this on the bottom of my deck. And that's all she wrote.
Yep. So you're dealing me 2 damage off of that 1 extra action, which is
prevent
1 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm done.
Okay. Draw. Man, I am just not drawing what I need.
It means you need to be drawing more cards.
Yeah, I'm going to have to because this is all just dead. I was just trying to play other things in hopes that I'd get better cards.
Well, you also forgot about this. I think you could have got this card back.
I couldn't. I needed to have something that dealt you 5.
Ah, yeah.
I need an ouch or a power play or something. I need the things that are like the typical Quidditch cards that do you damage. But unfortunately, I have a bunch of nada. So I'm going to draw.
Yep.
And I'll deal you 3 and draw a card.
There you go. Okay. 3 more. Oh, Hannah Abbott.
All right. I'm out.
All right, so
that's gonna go
before
off.
the start of my turn, the sickle's gonna go off, and it gives me 2 additional actions.
Yeah, so I guess we'll use this as your total actions so far for the round here.
Okay, so I'll have 4.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna draw.
Which honestly, you're probably gonna have more than that, but
That's possible. Yeah. Draw. Okay. So I'll spend an action to play Seamus Finnigan.
okay.
So we'll get rid of one of these.
Yep.
Then we'll spend an action to play another Sickle.
Okay, which is gonna give you one more.
Which is going to give me an additional action.
Yeah.
You know, give me the dice.
I was gonna.
The bonus actions we'll keep track of here. So
Okay.
I spent an action to get 2. So I still have 4 actions.
What do you mean you spent an action to get?
I spent 1 action. Oh, no.
It gives you 1.
It gives me 1.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry.
Yep.
Spent an action to give me 1.
Yep.
All right. And then I will discard. I'll discard this and this.
Yep.
The Seamus.
Mm-hmm. You get an extra action.
And
No, that doesn't count as an extra. Oh, it does count.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm going to use an action to draw a card.
Okay.
I'll use an action to play Neville Longbottom.
Does not belong in a Draco deck, but all right.
He prevents the first 8 damage you take.
You may prevent all but the first 8 damage.
All but the first 8, yeah.
So anything under 8 gets through,
Yeah,
anything over 8 does not.
And then I'll use an action to draw a card. Use another action to draw a card.
All right.
And I'm done.
Okay.
So 4 of these, which means you'll take 4 damage.
Yes.
Very cool,
I got those
but
off.
just getting wrecked by Katie Bell.
I mean, yes and no. I'm not doing anything.
No, Katie Bell.
Yes. Yeah, you're not being as
She's
effective.
50%, halving the damage by
Correct.
50%.
100%.
Massive.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
So you really don't want to solve this.
Draw. All right, let's hit you for 2, and then I draw a card.
Okay.
That is completely useless. Draw a card.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
Draw. Okay. Oh yeah. Sickle.
Uh-huh.
So 4 total actions, 2 bonus actions. All right. What to do with my turn? So I guess first action, I'll take this away. I'll play another Sickle.
Jeez. Right.
Bump that
All the
by
money.
1. I'll discard 2 to Seamus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll spend that first action
yeah.
just to play.
Christmas Eve. Okay.
But 4 non-healing item cards? Sure.
You've probably got enough.
Yep. So, Sickle. Sickle.
Got another Sickle in there.
No. I can play, I can take a Magical Me.
Yep.
Well, I have 2 Magical Me's.
Sure.
Sure. Put those into my hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Still have 4 actions.
Still have 4 actions that I don't know what to do with.
Crazy. You could. I guess these don't require actions, do they?
They don't.
Yeah.
All this does is all these students do are heal. Which I mean, I could heal, but all these actions. Nothing to really do. You know what? Let's... Jeez. Let's spend 2 of these to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Ah, all right. Let's spend an action to play Arthur Weasley.
Yep. That makes sense.
And then let's spend the last action to deal 7.
Yep.
Which is going to be 6. Now we got something.
Well, I'm glad you got all of these things out. Oh, I guess this one could have been helpful, but slightly. All right. So then you're dealing me 4 damage.
Yep.
Ugh.
And you're up.
Draw. Draw. Draw.
Okay. So my turn. So Sickle. So
Yeah.
we're going to start with 4.
Yep, and 2 bonuses.
2 bonuses. This is discarded. Draw a card. Alright, first action. We'll play a Sickle. That'll increase this by 1. Play 1. We'll use Weasley to deal 6.
All my damage.
And then we'll discard 2 lessons to Seamus. Get another action. Let's spend an action to draw a card.
Did you get your bonus?
Nope. Spend an action to get a card. Sure, well, let's discard 2 cards to Muddy Practice. And then we'll deal 4 damage. You're up.
Deal you 2. Draw a card. Hey, deal you 5. There you go. I can get one of those circling the goalpost back. Those were the cards that I needed.
Yeah.
So if you have any cards in your hand, you choose and discard 1.
Sure.
That's the ouch part.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So then
Sickle.
Sickle.
You can just kill me right now with Arthur Weasley.
Yep.
I have 3 cards left in my deck.
Yeah.
So I just got that back.
Your hand was all lessons, wasn't it?
Book, lesson, Muddy Practice, Immobulus, lesson, Quaffle, Quaffle, Quaffle.
Yeah. Awful.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It was all things that let me get more matches in play, which is the exact opposite thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get any more matches in play because I don't have the ability to even solve that stupid one.
Yeah.
I just needed my damage. And the bad thing is, I don't even think this sideboard, like, I mean, I guess there are cards that are completely dead.
Well, Pep Talk's really bad against me.
It's kind of not, though, because...
No, because I can't play anything.
What are you talking about? It's the first card your opponent uses, you have to just draw a card.
Yeah, you're just damaging me every turn.
I mean, you're damaging yourself plenty. You're drawing far more cards than I can make you draw cards because you have like infinite actions.
Yeah, but
those are garbage.
Pep Talk would be really good. I literally have no way to solve it.
I think you're underestimating it, but
no,
or you're overestimating it.
I'm not. Pep Talk. That card is one of the most frustrating cards in the game. What does Immobulus do? Something against creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah. So swap those for Pep Talks. Such a beautiful card. I don't know where this art is from, but
somebody did it. Yeah.
It's really good.
Hilda Lara.
I love that art.
Mm-hmm. Do I have 4 Pep Talk? I don't even have 4 Pep Talks.
Do you have something that does something to items? The only thing I have is...
I do not. I have Through the Arches, which isn't very good against you.
I have
Can't
very
play
few.
spells.
I have
you
very
so
few.
few.
Yeah.
Riding the Centaur, you have no creatures. Filch, I mean, I guess he might have a use more than an Immobulus.
And I'm going to obviously sideboard Through the Arch because it prevents you from playing spells, which is like the whole deck.
Yep.
So
I guess that's all I do.
I got to figure out what to take out.
And hope that I get a far better grip of cards in my hand. All right. Hopefully match 2 is a little better.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Katie Bell's ability, I would have been completely annihilated.
Just because your hand was just terrible, had nothing to do with the deck. You were essentially flooded.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
Neville didn't seem very good.
Not against this deck. I'm not ever dealing you more than 8 damage in one swing.
Impersonating Goyle, I don't think I'm ever going to have enough characters. Well, I could have, but I don't know. I think we'll take those out.
The only way Neville becomes relevant is if I'm playing like 2 cards that are 5+ damage at a time, which I had already.
It has to be more than 5.
It's more than that's what I'm saying. I have to play 2 cards that deal you 5+ damage
in a turn.
Which, I mean, I was having a hard enough time finding 1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
That card would be good. That card, Neville would be really good against
a mirror match.
I don't know about that, but it would definitely be good against the like the other Quidditch decks that are like trying to play like the big like the plus the power Quidditch decks. Like there's quite a few Quidditch decks that have cards that are like increase the power of the Quidditch spells that you play each turn.
Oh, okay.
Like Oliver, I think we had an Oliver Wood deck that had something like that.
Okay.
With like cards like Biased Commentary.
Oh yeah.
Where it like increases the power of the next Quidditch spell you play by 5.
I think that's the damage dealt. Yeah.
Yeah, Neville would be amazing against that.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking Neville would be good in another deck that's trying to like win by playing Arthur Weasley and Bullseye potions. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that's where it excels.
That's where
for
it's
sure.
also very
but
valuable.
this deck is kind of like death by 1,000 cuts unless you can get Arthur Weasley with this Sickle in play every turn.
Right. For sure. All right. Well, let's try that again and hope for a better result. Hello. Might go sideways, but YOLO.
No, you're first. I'm gonna take my hand here. All right.
Good.
Yeah. I have less than 6 cards.
Okay. So I think for this to have any impact, I have to just play it right off the bat.
The card's amazing. Yeah.
Later on in the game, I don't think it's going to matter because you have so many extra actions. It's going to be irrelevant if you have to take your first action to draw a card. But earlier in the game, it might keep me in the game. So go ahead.
The card's powerful. All right, so draw. First action. Draw. I don't think you realize how powerful that card is. So
it'll be very good now. I'm saying later in the game, this would have been, if I didn't get this until halfway through the game, it would not have been nearly as powerful because you were taking 4 or 5 plus actions a turn.
Yeah, because
it's not a big deal for you to spend
that's because
one
the
on
deck
a card.
was completely set up.
Well, that's my point. Like,
all right, so I can right now, like I can only play one lesson. I'm done.
Yeah.
Go.
Early in the game, it's going to be very helpful to keep me alive, but if I didn't get it in the first few turns, it wasn't going to be helpful. All right, so let's go with lesson and muddy practice.
Sure. Draw.
Yeah.
Action draw for Pep Talk.
I'm just trying to slow you
Play
down.
a nut.
Yeah.
Get an extra action. Oh, I can't even play a nut.
Why? Oh, you need charms. Yeah.
Done.
All right. Draw. Lesson. And draw a card.
Okay. Draw. Action for Pep Talk. Second action is for a nut.
Yep.
Which will give me a bonus action.
It will.
Which I will use to play a potion.
Yep.
Done.
Draw. 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 Go ahead.
Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Nut.
Yeah. Nut goes off, so you get a total of 3. Yep.
So 3 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for turn.
Yeah.
First action is for Pep Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Draw again. This might be my only chance to play this for a while. Oh, that's not true. We'll play an action for Self-Stirring Cauldron.
Uh-huh. Which
kills 2 potions.
Yeah, which gets you an action because of Draco and also gives you an action because this card gives you an action.
So I have 3.
Yep.
Spend 2 actions on through the arch.
Yeah, there can, right? There can be 2 adventures in play.
Oh.
Can there? Or can there only be 1?
There can only be 1. I cannot do that. So yeah, that's another thing. I can't even play this card. Oh, that's good. Okay.
I hope I'm not making that up.
Nope. No, there can only be 1 adventure in play.
Okay.
If I want to play an adventure, I have to solve that one first.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that's the case. Okay. So then for the rest of my turn, so 1 lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take the advantage to get lessons. So like 2 lessons.
Yep.
So that's 7.
Yep.
Which I can never play more than that. So gosh, I'll play a Sickle.
Yeah, which gives you another action, right?
Nope, you only get 1.
Oh, you only get that once. Okay.
Done.
Got it. Draw. Let's go with lesson. And honestly, just a lesson.
Okay.
Double lesson. Go ahead.
So first thing, Sickle.
Yep.
So
you have 4. Yep.
Draw for turn. Draw because of Pep Talk.
Yep.
Action for Lockhart's hair care.
Yep. Get 1 back.
Get 1 back.
Mm-hmm. Start playing some characters for one.
I wish. Ollivanders.
Okay. Go back.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Play it.
Draw a card.
All right.
Done.
Draw. Let's go with lesson and circling goalposts. So I'll deal you 3.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yep. Yep.
Draw. Draw for Pep Talk. Lucius Cane. Get in action.
Yep. So we need to keep track of how many. So you had 2
3
bonus
bonus
actions from that, and now 3 because you played an item.
Correct. Yep. And then draw. Madam Pomfrey.
What?
Gee, I'm not going to play Madam Pomfrey. I'm going to play Ollivanders.
Okay.
And then replay my Sickle.
Sure. That makes sense.
And I'm done.
All right. So hit me for 3.
3.
Draw. Let's play Ouch to hit you for 5 and make you discard a card. And I can return that circling the goalpost to my hand, which I'm honestly just going to play it. So hit you for another 3.
I have to discard a card.
Hit you for another 3.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So Sickle. Draw.
Draw.
Draw for Pep Talk. Action to play Magical Me. No, you did it wrong. Let me do it. I had 3 actions. I'm playing Magical Me, so I'd lose 1 and then I gain 1.
Oh.
And then use Magical Me.
For Ollivanders.
Play Ollivanders.
Yeah.
So that's an action.
Play Ollivanders is an action.
And then play my Sickle.
Yep.
Then I'll play Madam Pomfrey.
Sure. All right, so you're hitting me for 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do lesson and power play.
So I take 6.
Take 7.
7.
And then I can return that circling the goalpost to my hand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So Sickle. So I get 4 actions, 2 of which are bonus. Draw a card. Okay.
Draw for the pep talk.
Yes.
That already?
No. Draw for pep talk. Okay. First action. Play Christmas Feast.
Yep. Money and your magical me's back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, no. Non-healing item.
Oh, fair. Yep. And, yep.
Alright. Action. Play a Sickle. It's the first item I've played this turn. Get an action back. Bump that up to 3. Action. Play Madam Pomfrey.
You already have her.
I'm
That's
sorry,
Hannah.
Hannah Abbott.
Okay. Yep.
We will once per game use Hannah Abbott.
Trade 2 cards from her hand for 2 cards in your discard pile.
Yeah. So let's,
Non-healing cards in your discard pile.
yep. So we'll get rid of this Through the Arch, which I can never play.
Yep.
And a Charms.
Potions.
Or Potions.
And get.
We're gonna get Seamus.
Sure.
And Arthur Weasley.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. Still have 1 more action.
Yep. Use an action to play Seamus.
Yep. Yep.
Use Seamus, discarding 2 lessons.
So, extra action.
Extra action.
Play Arthur.
To play Arthur.
Makes sense. Okay.
And use Madam Pomfrey
Sure. To heal.
to heal 12.
Yep.
So
And you're going to hit me for 4.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, actually, there's a nut.
Yep.
12. All right, so we'll shuffle this up.
Yep.
And then, yeah, you took
I
4.
Yep.
Not 8. 4.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm done.
All right. Draw. Okay. We'll start with a circling goalpost to hit you for 3.
Okay.
And then a power play, so it'll be a total of 11.
9. What?
Plus 7. Or 10, I'm sorry.
10.
9. And then the circling the goalpost is going to go back to my hand.
Sure.
Because I played the power play.
Okay. All right, so 10.
Yep.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All my healing. Damn it.
Sorry.
All the healing cards are just shuffled in. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So you're done.
Yeah.
All right, so Sickle.
Yeah.
So 4 actions, 2 of which are bonus.
Yep.
Draw. first action
is to draw.
Is to draw for a Pep Talk.
Yep. So second action is to play that.
Which will give me a bonus, and then he has to come back.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Heal. That comes into play, right?
Put 2.
Non-healing, probably.
Mm-hmm.
On the bottom, I think.
Yeah, sure. We can put cards that... Oh, we can put cards that matter, I guess.
I did just make you mill 10, so there's probably a couple of cards in there that you wanted.
It says
it's
put
non-healing,
2... Put 2 non-healing. I mean, I gotta keep cards in here. So... That's fine, I'll just throw lessons. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just care about... Alright, so that was 1 action.
Yep.
Alright. Running out of space.
Yeah.
Sickle.
I can move down. I don't have a lot of cards.
Play a Sickle.
Yep.
Use an action with Arthur Weasley to deal you 7.
Yep.
So 6. Discard this and this
To Seamus.
To Seamus for an additional action. Plus that goes to 4. You may use an action to discard this card to shuffle 6 non-healing cards into my deck.
It's an action?
It's an action, yeah.
Just cards. Just life.
And they get shuffled.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does kill it, I'm sure.
Yes.
You use it and discard this card, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then my last action. You took the 6 already. My last action will be to play Magical Me.
Sure.
And you take 4.
Yep.
And you're up.
Draw. I'm officially running out of gas. So let's do the circling the goalpost for 3. And I'm honestly just gonna play 2 of those, so 3 more.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, so Sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Draw for Pep Talk.
Yep.
Action. Christmas Feast.
Sure. Go get all that money back.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Makes sense. Can't fault you. Once you have that Arthur Weasley Sickle train going, I mean, it's really hard for me to win.
Action.
Yep.
Action on him to deal you 6.
Mm-hmm.
Discard to Seamus.
Yep. For an extra action. Mm-hmm.
Silver Unicorn Horn.
Yep. Put 2 on the
Deal
bottom.
2.
Uh-huh.
Last action, heal 6.
Yep. And I
you're
take 4.
Yep.
Oh, 2 ouches though. Draw. Draw. Deal you 3.
Okay.
You draw a card.
Three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You're done?
Yep.
So Sickle. Yep. Draw for turn.
Draw for Pep Talk.
Draw for Pep Talk. Action. Sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Action. Bonus action.
Yep.
Discard to Seamus. Seven. 6. That's game.
There's
Just
one
sell.
more left, but yeah, at the end of your turn, yeah, there's only the one card.
Jeez.
So, yeah, I told you this
You
wasn't
just
going to
ran
make big enough to, and that was honestly as good as I could hope for with those circling the goalposts and cycling. Like I was playing a circling the goalposts and
a 5 damage spell.
Damage
You
spell
just
every
you
turn.
just ran out of 5 damage spells.
Correct.
That's what happened.
Right.
Because
Well,
otherwise you had me.
There's only 8 of them in the deck.
Because I didn't have that many cards, but I kept healing.
Right.
I healed almost 20 cards. More than that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, because the unicorn heals for 2.
Yeah.
Then it heals for 6. I did that 2 or 3 times.
Twice.
And I used Madam Pomfrey to heal for 12.
Yeah.
So I healed for math. 16.
I'm not doing your math right now.
38.
Yeah.
28. Sorry, 28.
Yeah, I mean
cards.
that was the best I could hope for in that situation of like churning the circling the goalpost with a 5 damage plus card every turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ran out, and these are all of the 5 damage cards in my whole deck.
Well, can you imagine how
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only so 10 out of 60. Like your odds of having one every turn are good, but your odds of them getting milled away are also just.
I think I liked that deck, but I think the biggest weakness when I looked at that deck, I felt like it had too many lessons.
Yeah.
I felt when we were looking at the deck, there was too many lessons.
Way too many. Like my hand was again like lesson, Banshee, which is essentially lesson, Filch, which I didn't need, another match, a Quaffle, and then like I finally got my last. So like I feel like I like the general premise of this deck, but there's too many Quaffles. If you're gonna have as many, like this deck still runs like 8 matches.
Yeah.
If you're going to run that many Quaffles,
run less
you
matches.
don't need as many matches.
Right.
Because once you have one of these horrible matches in play, it's staying there.
Yeah,
like
no one's
only run
solving
the muddy practices and only maybe run 2 or 3, honestly. If you're going to run 4 Quaffles, which you might want for the extra resources.
That's probably why they're in there, because they are playing a lot of the expensive Quidditch spells. Like they're playing power play. One thing I noticed is there was a couple cards in your deck that I thought were questionable that they were playing. Were like, it was I forget what the card is, but it's like you play the card and you just draw 3 cards. Like, you never drew that.
I don't even think that's in this deck. I don't even know what
We
you're
have a
talking
lot of Quidditch decks on stream. Maybe that deck doesn't have it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I thought it did when I played it.
Mm-mm.
All right, well.
No, but all right. Well, Draco
Moves on.
Draco the jerk advances. You know, it's okay. I had a feeling that this deck was going to struggle, so it is.
I feel like
it is what it is. I felt like that was as good of a situation as I could have hoped for, getting this out on turn 1.
You were close to
and
beating
being able to cycle those circling the goalpost, which I like that card. I think that's a cool card.
Yeah, I mean, one of the downsides to one of the negative. I wouldn't even say negative, but one of the things that you can run into is if you just get unlucky with the cards that get millstoned out of your deck from your damage, like hitting that turn of double ouch.
Yeah, that was
because even if you just get one ouch, you play the ouch, you get your goalpost back, you replay the goalpost.
Right.
You know, that's 8 more damage.
Right. Correct. Yes. And that's so.
That
I
was
feel
just
like,
unlucky.
Yeah, I feel like, but that's gonna happen in a match. So
well, that's why I'm a big fan of cards like Zigzag that just lets you get cards from your discard pile in Quidditch.
Yeah,
or,
I feel like this has
honestly,
potential.
Power Dive.
Yeah.
No one plays Power Dive. Like, I would put a 1 or 2 of a Power Dive in my Quidditch decks. We've seen, like, how many decks have we seen, like, with all the character control decks?
Yeah.
Where, like, a single Power Dive would, like, just completely, like, save you.
Yeah, totally.
And it's like that turn, you had so many cards in your hand.
Yeah, it was all garbage. Yeah.
Right, but you could have just been like, pitch them all.
Right.
Take X damage.
Take X damage, yeah.
And
Totally.
that would have been huge, because there was a point where my deck was very low.
Yeah.
Before I started on the healing train.
Right, exactly. But once you got the play a Sickle every turn
the rest of the
and
game.
get 4 bonus actions every turn, you're dealing me a minimum of 10.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Right.
And that's with her. Like, if that wasn't
that was
with
half
her,
by
that's 7 plus 6. Like, that's dealing 14 damage.
I was dealing 10, and she was preventing 5 every turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like she has the potential to be able to deal with that kind of a deck because of that damage mitigation.
But the deck needed a stronger sideboard and tweaks to the main deck.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. Because I was just if you flood out in 2 games,
both games. Yeah.
There's like flooding out once is very reasonable, but like flooding out consistently means that the deck probably just needs to get a little bit tweaked. I think it has a lot of promise, and I like that it was trying to feature a lot of the new Heir of Slytherin cards.
Yeah, I felt like the Circling Goalpost was a very good card.
I like that a lot.
I felt like the deck did show me. That deck gave me hope for the fact that Quidditch could probably play in a tournament.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, yeah, I mean, Katie Bell is good.
Yeah, I agree. She's cool. I think we could tweak this deck and get some more mileage out of her.
Yeah, this deck, I don't know. This deck seemed just really good.
It is good.
The first time I got to play it, that deck just seems
well
thought out.
It's
just a good deck. So
for sure.
I love it.
All right, so Draco advances, and then next week we have our final top 8 match, which is going to be Snape versus Creevy.
All right, we'll see you next Monday.
Thanks, everybody.